Hello, hello. Welcome to my garden once again, as I normally say. Today I would like to talk about plant partners to roses. They are so important to me because I don't like the bare soil, and I also like to have a lot of perennials between the roses and also shrubs, which you will see a bit later. But I would also like to show you that Preben had been cutting the hedges. You can see here they are just amazing. Maybe you remember in my latest film I have shown you where the hedges they were looking before they were clipped. But you can see they give so much structure to the garden. This tall growing perennial Valeriana officinalis I'm growing in many places in the garden, and this plant can always find space between the roses, and I love the smell, and I also love the height, and also that they are quite wide looking. I like the wild impact in the garden. Then I will show you this cranebill geranium. The variety name is Patricia, and Patricia is a quite tall growing geranium. But it's such a good idea to plant this geranium together with other plants, so they will support them. And then you can see I have it in different places between the roses. I'm also growing peonies together with the roses. But very often they are finished when the roses they start to bloom. But this year we have had a very cold spring, and it means that they are flowering. They're flowering together with the roses, some of them, and we also have lilies. They will come a bit later, I think, in about 2 weeks' time. And I think also that you may be curious to know a little bit about the rose names. See this stunning rose. This is Heidi Klum. I think it's such a great color. Very often people ask me how many roses I have, but I really don't know. But yes, I don't know, maybe 400-500, but there are a lot of the same varieties. For example, this one, Rhapsody in Blue. See this? This rose was the rose of the year for some years ago, and I really understand. For example, see the buds. They are just amazing, and it's such an unusual color. And yes, you can see here, once again, Patricia, the geranium here, and it fits really with the Rhapsody in Blue rose. And then I also need to show Rose de Rest. Rose de Rest. It's an old rose, and you know, very often when you have old roses, they will just flower once, but this is a repeat flowering rose. And here you have a rose from David Austin. See this? This is Munstead wood. I think it's an amazing color. But then you can see how the plants they are mingling here. And I know that some people find it a little bit difficult to combine roses and perennial, because sometimes the perennials they will grow over the roses. But I will show you a secret. Please come and see here, Rose de Rest. This is a standard rose, and you can see that in the spring. But when you have all the perennials, you can't see that, and it makes it very, very easy to combine the roses and the perennials. As I were saying in the beginning, I also combine the roses with shrubs. Physocarpus, nine bark. This is Darts Golds, and it goes so well together with Rose de Rext you can just see here. And let's talk about some other of the plant partners. Knautia macedonica. It's such a great plant for bees, and you can see it's also have almost the same color as Rose de Rext. And when we talk about flowers which are looking a bit wild, this is Epilobium angustifolium, and this is a very special variety. The name is Star Rose. You probably know this plant from the roadside, but it's not that color. I think this is much more distinct. And once again, I would like to show you Valeriana officinalis. You can see here how it's mingling there, and also the alliums. They are, you can see, these are quite tall, and this is the latest flowering variety. This is Ambassador. There's so much to look at just now, and yes, there are other geraniums. I would also like to show you this one, Geranium pratense. It's also a great plant partner. This rose is Odyssey, also an amazing, beautiful color. And delphiniums, they are also great together with the roses. Buddleia, this is nano purple, and nano means that it's a quite low growing shrub. Then we have Thalitrums. They will start in about few weeks time to flower. Once again, we have Buddleia. I think it's a very good idea to combine the shrubs with the roses and with the perennials. And here we have Rhapsody in Blue. I just love this color. I think it's quite unusual. Hydrangeas, they are great all over. I grow them in so many places. There are a tons of varieties, and this one is Wim's Red, and it's a color changing variety. You can see here it starts almost green, then the flowers, when they open, they will be cream, and in about a month they will have a hint of red, and in the autumn they will be very, very dark red, as you can say, as Bourgogne. And yes, almost this color, and this is once again Knautia macedonica. This is a Cirsium, as you can probably see, but this is a sterile form. It means that it will not self-seed, and yes, you can see we have the seeds here, but yes, it will not self-seed, but I really like it too. And I would also like to mention this hydrangea. This is called Red Annabelle. But now I will play a piece of music for you. No, I will not play a piece of music, but there will be a piece of music showing you some pictures from the garden. Isn't it a great time? I just love to be in the garden now. I'm also here in the evenings and like to go and deadhead and also smell the roses. And thank you so much for watching. Such a pleasure that you would like to follow my garden. I will be back quite soon. Goodbye. Goodbye.